I have the good strategy, but I lack funds. And I look at it and I laugh. I say, you cannot lack funds when you have a means to getting the funds in the middle of nowhere. Now, we either needed to go to the support or we needed to go to the resistance. It has been working. That is why this is there. A lot of traders have gotten this and even more. So if you're giving an instant funded account of $50,000 right now, do you think you will be able to pull out 5% or even 2% out of it in a month? The truth is, you would say yes, but is it really the truth? The thing you need to ask yourself in order to determine that truth is, do you have evidence, mathematical backings, and financial evidence that can guide that claim you just responded to yourself? Now, what do I mean by all of this? You complain that you don't have funds, but you have the good strategy. Tell me how that actually works. It is just like telling yourself, oh, I know how to breathe, but you're not alive. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. This is a field whereby if you have the right technique as you say you have, you're going to be getting one of these. You're going to be getting one of these on my screen right now, and you're going to be getting the money that you really need. You cannot say you can breathe, but no. You need to understand that in this game of trading, anything you claim you are, you must have proof. And I'm going to show you exactly why you are exactly where you are and you lack this certificate. But I'm also going to be giving you the secret on how to achieve what is on my screen right now. The main 3 reasons why I would classify the failures of challenges back to back to back is because of number 1, you fail to understand the plan. What is your game plan before approaching that account? Before I got this account, as you can see right here, the date, I had a plan. I drafted out my plan in my playbook and I told myself, this is what I think can actually get me the result I need. But how is that possible? I never know until I tried it. And lo and behold, I have this right now to show as a proof that the plan works. Oh, do you think this is the only one? No. I showed that plan to as many traders that came into the team, and we have lots of results. It is something that can be repeated, and that is why I am here today, to let you understand that once you have the right game plan, there is no way you're not going to have this, the second one on my screen, and even your payout, and also much evidence to convince yourself that yes, you now have a good strategy. Lots of people on my TikTok were complaining and saying, I have the good strategy, but I lack funds. And I look at it and I laugh. I say, you cannot lack funds when you have a means to getting the funds. If you can learn something today, learn this. Trading is not all about making money. It is all about growing money. If you can have a little bit of it, as long as you say you are satisfied to the point at which you feel you can make profit, you can grow that money. You can grow that money. The other day, one of my students came to me and was like, he's having some issues and all that. I looked into him and I was like, okay, take this, do this, and let us see how far you can go. And he's proving that yes, he has gotten to some point. And that is what I call elevation. But then, without the plan, he cannot do that greatness. Which is what I'm telling you right now. If you can map out a good plan to achieving that goal you really want, there is no way having this certificate wouldn't come knocking on your door countlessly. Of course, if you know my trading station, you're going to know that I have one right in my front right here, and I have another one right here, and I'm showing you one right now. This is a proven technique that has been applied by me, my team, and also most of my mentees that have been in the 30-day funding program. And I am about to explode it to the people, because every single person watching me right now is for a reason. You want to get and feel what it feels like to be funded. There is no point to exclamate too much because PEX is coming for the rescue. That is number 1. Have a written plan that you can employ into your playbook that would grant you an answer. Number 2, very, very important. There is no way you can have a plan and not follow it, but expect results. It is just like saying you know how to swim, but then you go into the water and you don't sweep your hand like this, or you go like this and you expect to move. How is that going to be possible? You need to have a plan, and not just having that plan saying, oh, I have a plan right now. Okay, what did you do with that plan? This is not a pep talk, but this is a point of speech that will organize you. Now, in my team, I usually give them this practice. Every morning, wake up and tell yourself, I need to prep the market early enough. Why are you prepping the market? This is just a primary practice. This is just an elementary of the practice, because in order for you to be a disciplined trader, you really need to know what intrigues you internally. That way you can actually bring it out of you and push it in, and you will get results. I teach them every single day. Prep the market. Why are you prepping the market before the market comes into session? Because it will give you an emotional free decision. Why? Because whenever you're prepping the market and the market is not yet in session, you don't get high moves. The market in momentum is not coming in play. That way you can actually tell yourself, yo, I am doing this right, and I am focusing on my system. You will focus on the system that you have outlaid, and then you will prep the market exactly. What is prepping the market? This is working towards the market with your plan. It's not all about backtesting. It's not backtesting. No, you're not backtesting anything. You already have the strategy, so you're not backtesting again. The PEG strategy is already there, so you shouldn't backtest. Backtesting is to be sure that it works. No, it already works because it has proofs that it has been working. That is why this is there. A lot of traders have gotten this and even more. So you don't need to backtest. You're here to prep, because you're here to read through and see what you want to expect. So once you've gotten that expectation, you strike. Did you see it? Number one, prep the market. Number two, use exactly that strategy, the PEG strategy, to prep it so you can know exactly what you're looking for. And then once you see it, you strike. And this takes me to number three. Number three is accountability. I didn't get this far without accountability, without being accountable. Now, what does that mean? This means that I look myself in the mirror and I ask myself, Pex, how far have we gone? But I can never answer that question without a journal, without putting everything into play. These are three things that you lack, and these three things, if you do them, there is no way you are not going to get results, such as a certificate. This certificate certifies, let me read it. This accomplishment reflects outstanding strategy execution, proper risk allocation, rigid discipline, and a special attention to market nuances. The trader possesses skill to potentially operate as a professional trader in high-frequency financial market for the firm FUNDEDNEXT. What does that mean? This whole language, it is to show that I am disciplined to the plan. Of course, to my own plan, and also to their own plan, because they will also set a guide for you. And if you're not ready to flow with that guide, nothing for you. What am I telling you, my friend? All I'm saying is, if you can have, number one, a plan, apply it into your playbook, there is no way you're not going to have that result you need. Number two, always be disciplined. Discipline will take you far than motivation. If you come into the market, prep it early in the morning. This is just a hint of what my students do. Prep the market in the morning, early enough, 5 a.m., if possible 4, if possible even before you sleep. That way you can actually know exactly what you're anticipating before the market comes into session. Go to my YouTube channel, check my playlist and everything. You're going to see me dropping back-to-back market analysis before even the market play out. Come to the Telegram channel. If you're just watching first, turn on the post notification and subscribe, and also comment the word Telegram, because I'm going to be sending you a direct link to the Telegram community so you can see how we do things. If you're just new to trading, welcome on board, because this plane you are in is going to take you to the destination of financial freedom through prop trading, extreme discipline, and the blessings of the forex market. I am Pex, and I'm here to help you get it done, because I have seen the joy in your payout has successfully been disbursed. You don't know what that language holds until it is in your own email address. You don't know what that language holds until it is in your own email inbox. Then you will understand the feeling of it's paid off. That is what I'm telling you today. If you can avoid these three things and then do these three things, there is no way you're not going to get this answer you need. And now, I'm going to be giving you 3 examples from these 3 things. Number 1 is what? Have a plan in your playbook. Now, having a plan in your playbook features in having that setup that can change the game for you. That setup that can change the game for you. That setup. Now, let us go to USDCAD. Today is Sunday, so I'm going to be giving you guys the breakdown of what I'm expecting in the market today. I trade just 3 pairs, GBPUSD, Euro USD, and USDCAD. GBPUSD, Euro USD for London session, USDCAD for New York session. Now, this is an example of having a plan. This is the technical example because having a plan comes in two ways. No, it comes in 3 ways. The technical plan, which is your setups. Number 2, the trading plan, which is what you need to do or see before you act. And number 3, the what? Psychological trade management plan. That way, you can obviously know the amount of trades it will take you in order to pass the challenge, the types of trade you need to see in order to pass the challenge, and most especially the day or the time in that day you need to pass the challenge. This challenge, I think, I can't remember how long it took, but the certificate on my screen, it took me 6 trading days, and it was just a day past my exact plan. Anything can happen in the market, but once you have a plan, you will know how to maneuver your way and still achieve that thing. If it is not exactly, it will be before, or it will be just a little bit extended, but you still achieve it. Like they say, anybody who wakes up anytime, the time you wake up is your good morning. Now, let us talk about the first one, which is the plan we add to our playbook. Now, if you might be wondering, what is playbook? Playbook are the series of setups that you add to your journal that would grant you good entries, exits, and good money, because these are high probability setups that should be added to the playbook. Now, looking at my screen right here, you're going to see that this screen is going down. The market is going downwards. And the fact that it is going downwards proves that there is a chance for a sell. But where exactly are we going to be targeting this sell? Now, an example of having a plan to your playbook is, this is a high level of interest here. All right? This is a high level of interest here. Now, what does this mean? It means if I am to sell USDCAD, I will need this market to actually come here. But guess what? For it to come here, then something has happened. A shift of structure has happened. If it is coming here now, I wouldn't sell anymore. Instead, I will be targeting to buy from here. Now, why is that? Because I have seen that there is a what? A recent high break. Now, like they say, if you're targeting to buy a market, it needs to be creating that buy structure. You need to be creating that buy structure. So I wouldn't see a market from this low push up to this high just as this, and I'll be targeting to sell. What if it is not the exact time it wants to retrace? Yes, it can sell, but what if it's not the exact time it wants to retrace that you are selling? There is a problem. So you need to actually follow the trend so you can be in the right path whenever the market wants to move. So now, if it moves all the way here, I'll be targeting to buy from here, because this is a better chance. And if we bring our Fibonacci from here to here, we have the 50 fib around that region. So it is a good opportunity. All I need is at least a 1 to 2, and I feel I'm good to go. With at least 15, 17 pips stops, with here I having a 1 to 2.7, closely 40 pips. Isn't that good enough? If I risk $500 on it, I should be making at least $1,500 from this, because it's a 1 to 2.5 plus. Do you get me? Now, this is what I mean by having a plan. This is a technical plan. Like I said, it's divided into 3. A technical plan towards achieving that goal. Now, if I am targeted to get my first funded account, I'm going to tell myself, okay, this is the trade I'm going to be taking tomorrow, Monday, if this plays out. It is not because it is tomorrow, Monday, you will not start looking for this trade. No, until it goes up here, comes down here before you now actually buy. Now, that is number one option. Number two, what if it doesn't go here? What if it doesn't go here and it keeps going down? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I understand now that this market is not ready to buy. Instead, it wants to keep going downwards. Now, I am not going to be trading from here because this is the middle of nowhere. I will wait for it to come down here, break and retest, and then I'm going to be selling downwards, because there is a huge chance that once it breaks the support, it becomes a resistance, and then I would sell downwards. Do you see how this plan will make sense? Because you are looking forward to the up ones and the down one, but you are following the trend. You're not diverting. You're following the trend. If the market decides to come down here, you're not going to say, oh, it is now an uptrend. No, it is not an uptrend because the market structure is telling us it is going down. But right now, if it pushes up here, then your plan needs to change, because as a good trader, you need to be able to diversify. If you can diversify fast, you're going to win. If you check my YouTube channel, I have a video where I tried getting I tried trading $100, 100,000 naira to 1 million, but I failed. But I thank God for that failure. Failure is not fatal. It is the will to continue that matters. Winston Churchill said that you need to understand something. If you fail, don't just stay down. Learn something from it and pick that thing up, because it can actually be a ladder to the top. I failed. I'm going to admit it. Of course, that's why I even dropped the video on YouTube. If you check there, you see it there. But then, did I learn something? Yes. Guess what? What I learned got me even more than what I've lost. What I learned got me more than what I've even lost. And then I made money to the point that I compensated myself, and I got the device that I really need, which is an iPad 2020 model. If you know how much it costs, you would understand what it means to actually learn from your losses. This is how you prep the market. Technically, having a plan. Then, this is for USDCAD. Of course, you don't have to just pour all your money in one basket. The next thing is we're looking for another opportunity, and that is GBPUSD. Now, GBPUSD, what is the plan that we need to have technically? The goal is to get this account. All right, this is just the technical plan. Other plans is you now need to ask yourself, okay, how much do I need today? All of these things is things that once you learn, you put them into plan and you just start to execute. No need to be stressing yourself. You just start to execute, because your execution will lead to the result you need. And what is the goal? Getting funded. That is the goal. Once you get funded and then you go lower, you make your payout. That is all that counts. The bag, that's all that counts. Now, we are still in the what? The prepping of the market, whereby we are creating our technical plan. Now, GBPUSD, what does this mean? GBPUSD is in the middle of nowhere. Now, we either need it to go to the support or we need it to go to the resistance. Now, you can see that GBPUSD has been a long uptrend until it failed to break and retest to go to the upside, right? Yeah. So now what does that mean? It means that we have a chance to sell downwards, which we have sold actually to this point. Great. Now, the market has sold all the way to this point. What does this give us? It gives us a chance to understand that, PEX, if I'm pushing back here, it means I am now creating a lower high. Check around here. You're going to be seeing a card. There is where I teach market structure. I taught market structure perfectly to the point whereby you're going to understand it even if you're a newbie. And I hope you do watch it, because it's around the top right here. So turn on the post notification and then also share this video to as much traders as you know. Because once you get this certificate, you have your name on it. The joy, the confidence becomes unmatched. Like unmatched. Let's continue. Now, pushing here is telling me that, PEX, as long as we're coming here, then we have a chance that we're going to sell back down. Make sense? Yeah. Why? Because according to market structure, it says if we're going upward like this, we are creating sequential lower highs and higher lows and higher highs. But when the thing turns around like this, Then we start to create sequential lower highs and lower lows. Now, what are the lower highs and how can we make money from them? Once you see the market pull back into this place, it is not going to come create equal highs unless it wants to have more momentum to the downside or break the zone. But once it comes down here at the resistance zone, you start looking for sales down, because it is not just going to come down, but it is going to now create lower low according to the market structure. So if you're looking for take profit, your take profit 1 should be here, which is the equal double bottom, and the take profit 2 should be an extended point. But of course, you're not going to really know if it's going to come down. That is why you need to employ Fibonacci. So now let us employ Fibonacci into the game. If you've not used Fibonacci before, at the end of this video, I'm going to attach Fibonacci video so you can learn exactly how I use my Fibonacci and how I plot my zones, with Fib. So now use this one from recent high all the way to this point here. As you can see, we have this level in between the 618 and the 79. What does that mean? It means that there's a higher chance that if this market gets to this region, we're going to sell. Now, this is where it all boils down to the third one, which is accountability, journaling. If you have a journal, your life will change. This right here is the MTA Trading Journal. And in this journal, you're going to be journaling every single thing while you're trading. Now, whenever you want to enter a trade, you know that time whereby you're prepping the market. Now, if you're prepping the market, you need to have that trading chart. Just as this right now, you see everything that we have on our chart, you need to come here and then put it in your pre-trade journaling. This is the demo journaling account, so we're putting everything here to test the workflow of our progress. Now, right here, you put your pre-trade journaling. All you have to do is write the name of, you come here, you write the name of the pair, let us say NZD card, and you put the date, the 30th, right? Now you put 30th right here, you can put the session. London session. Is it a live? Let us say it is a demo account, or let us say it is a prop account. Now you come here, you write the account balance right now. You know, whenever you trade, is either you lose or you win, you write the account balance later on. But as at the time where you wanted to take the trade, you write down the account balance. Now let us say the account balance is 25,000. Now we put here, this is the point whereby you're prepping. You write down the reason why you think this market will sell from here, and then you write it here. Okay, it's a downtrend, and then you write every single thing. We see a chart pattern. Just write every single thing here. This is journaling. Nobody's going to crucify you here. No, it is you versus you. So you put them down right here, and then you can change all these things and write it to your own here. You can put it here. If your setup is different, you can put it right here, and it is going to be seated there. Now, why are you doing all these things? So you can be accountable. Because when you have this certificate, remember, it is not just having it that is the end game, but getting more and more payout consistently as time goes on. So once you're done with this one, let us say you end up executing that trade. You come and you write down the reason why you enter that trade, because you might do the analysis before, and then probably the exact way you're expecting it to happen didn't happen exactly. Then you now come here and you write down the new thing that made you, as long as it is still according to your system, you write it right here. Do you understand? And then you put down the trade type. Is it a 4-hour trading setup? Is it a 2-hour trading setup? Just like that, you write it right here, and you write exactly how you're feeling. That way you can tell yourself later on, oh, I felt confident on this setup, and this is the exact setup I'm seeing again. Hit the lot size hard. That is how you make money, innit? And then this is the sweetest part of it. The after trading journaling is what is the outcome of the trade. As you can see, this one took 45 minutes. Take profit 1 was slammed. We made this amount of money. It's a win. We click it. If it is a loss, you put it there. If it is a win, you put it there. All right. Now check wins only. This is where you're going to be learning how to use your win rate. Your win rate is going to increase your confidence. Now you won, you check it. If you lose, you lose. Now look right here. Do you see it is increasing? Let us put it there. You see 100%. All wins. It is obviously 100%. We are getting 66.67. We are getting 33.333. All of these things I'm telling you, it is going to be good for you. Because imagine when your win rate is 50% for a month straight. You're becoming a king, innit? So this is the sweetest part. The free flow playbook is where you can put every single thing here. And when you put them here, you're going to put that chart. So you know exactly the type of trading setup it is. Why? Because when you see it again, you increase the lot. This journal has been the root of progress in order to getting funded, because if you cannot have the reason why you took the trade before, then there is no confidence. And for you to be confident, you need proofs. This is why I tell you guys that this has proven to show that the technique in the funded mastery program will get you funded, your friend funded, your other friend funded, and also every single trader that is looking forward to getting funded with a prop firm. It is a possibility. The funded program is coming to change the game. The name of the program is the Funded Mastery Program, and this program has a proven technique, strategy, and approach that helps you gain good psychological awareness, technical backings, and most especially a good trading plan for getting your first funded certificate and also becoming that professional prop firm payouts consistent trader that you want to be like. So it is very, very simple. In order to get updates and join the waitlist when it pops up, use the link in description. Join the Telegram community, because once we launch, it is going to be announced there, and you don't want to miss out on this one because it is going to change your life. Because right now, bro, this is just April, and I know the amount of people that have gotten funded and gotten the certificates. It proves to me that yes, there is a working technique, and I want to share it with you. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. And of course, if you want this journal, use the link in the description. You're going to be getting a 25% discount, and you're going to be joining the journal team. Thereby, once you get the journal, you're going to be adding it to your own, probably your laptop, your desktop, and of course your phone, because this journal is made by my tech team to work on phone, iPad, laptop, and even a desktop. So you don't miss out on anything right here. Start journaling your trade, start building confidence, start building conviction, and you'll find out that this is just the starting point. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. For sure, this has given us really good insight of the market, whereby we are expecting the market to go up and then sell down. And of course, that is for GBPUSD. Euro USD is the same thing. And of course, USDCAD, it is either going to buy and then we look for buying opportunity when it comes down, we buy up, or it is going to keep going down. In order to stay updated on every single thing concerning the program, which is the Funded Mastery Program, join the Telegram community. And also, I'm going to be sending out this trade idea to the Telegram as well. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace, got you guys. Peace. If you have any question, drop it down below, because I'm responding every single person. Let's go.